And welcome in on this Thursday evening. Jesse Ray alongside Robbie Gibson. We're back in Chuck Newland Gym, where we were just a few nights ago for the Lady Panthers and the Panthers. Well, they already beat one set of Eagles this week. Now they host another set. They beat Southern Valley, did the Lady Panthers 56-40 on Tuesday night, and Panthers won 54-34. So we'll see what they can do tonight when Trego takes the court. The Lady Eagles and the Golden Eagles of Trego made their way up from Waukene. Should be a couple great games tonight, Robbie. The Lady Eagles of Trego on a roll this season, 11-2 on the year, ranked number 3 in Class 2A. The Lady Panthers 9-6 on the year and 4-2 in the MCL, while the Lady Eagles are 3-1 in the MCL. Should be a pretty good game.
It really should be a good game. Both these two teams, they like to be a little bit more physical, so you're going to see that in the basket tonight. And both teams, they have shooters. If which team can get the shooters going early in this game, it'll help them out the longer.
Well, the only other time that we've seen Trego this year was the girls' championship game in the MCL tournament when they took Norton, who's ranked number 3 in Class 3A, to overtime and lost that game in overtime. Trego's hoping they start out a little bit hotter from the field than they did in that game. Didn't make their first field goal until under a minute left to go in the first quarter, and still were able to push Norton to overtime. So they're hoping that they can get out to a better start. The Lady Panthers were 23-75 or something like that the other Tuesday night. I told you when I saw the stats, well, you were confused and thought that your math was wrong when you had 77, and I told you it was 75. If you can put 75 shots up, even if you don't make very many of them, you still got a pretty good shot at winning, because that means you have the ball that much more than the other team.
That means you've got a lot of offensive rebounds as well, and the Lady Panthers did the other night. I can't remember the exact stat that I had, but it was up close to like 10 to 15 in that area. So the offensive rebounds for them, they were very active there. And you put up that many shots, and I don't care if it's pros, college, anywhere, that's impressive. So the Lady Panthers done everything they could, and they're good looking shots. Unfortunately, I'm sure Coach Miller would like to see that made up there a little bit higher.
A few more of them, maybe.
But
especially from beyond the arc when they were only 1 of 14 from beyond the arc. So definitely going to hope for a better start from beyond the arc tonight for the Lady Panthers with the school record holder, Kristen Wells. It'll be an interesting night here in Chuck Newland Gym. We'll be back right after this. And welcome back to Chuck Newland Gym. Jesse Ray alongside Robbie Gibson as we get set for our first featured matchup of the night. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers host the Trego Lady Eagles. We're looking at the starting lineups. First for Trego, going to be number 2, a senior, Adrian Carr. Number 4, a sophomore, Lily Schubert. Number 12, a sophomore, Emma Day. Number 15, a junior, Gracie Faunenstein. And number 22, a junior, Libby Frost. For the Lady Panthers, well, they go with their normal starters. Number 2, a 5'4" junior, Kylie Soliday. Number 4, a 5'8" senior, Alexi Beach. Number 15, a 5'5" junior, Kristen Wells. Number 24, a 5'7" junior, Emily Schneider. And number 30, a 5'11" senior, Ashley Babcock. The Lady Panthers 9-6 on the year, averaging 44.2 points a game, giving up 43.8 points a game. They're head coached by Rachel Miller. The Lady Eagles, head coached by Donnie Schubert, 11-2 on the year, averaging 45.3 points a game, giving up just 34.2 points a game. So the defense is where they hang their hat. Robbie, let's get your keys to a quick start.
Well, for the Lady Panthers, they got got to be patient. They can't settle for any odd-looking shots. They got to be patient, move the ball around, find that open shot, and get some shots underneath the basket. And then on defense, they have to communicate well. Let everybody know when they're trying to come to the lane, so they don't get hurt on the backside. Make sure they know where everybody is on the court, and when the screen's coming or whatever, they might need to know what's coming. So the Lady Panthers they can't settle and be patient, and then communicate as well for the Lady Eagles. Defensive pressure, that's where they like to hang their hat. Get a lot of defensive pressure on the court, get some quick turnovers and get some quick steals off of it, and then play inside out. They got maybe a little bit of height advantage in the basket tonight, and they should be able to use that a little bit. It's not much of one, but should be able to use that height advantage inside and try to get this Lady Panthers defense to crash inside and let the outside shooters get to work. That's what happened to both teams.
The Lady Panthers in their home white jerseys, navy numbers, and the gold trim. The Lady Eagles in their road purple jerseys, white numbers, and the gold trim. Again, the Trego Lady Eagles 11-2 on the year, 3-1 in the MCL, ranked number 3 in Class 2A. The Lady Panthers 9-6 on the year, 4-2 in the MCL. The Lady Eagles average 45.3 points a game. The Lady Panthers 44.2, so about a point difference, points per game wise, but giving up points. The Lady Panthers give up 43.8 points a game, while the Lady Eagles give up just 34 points a game. So should be an interesting matchup tonight. Another Mid-Continent League battle here in Chuck Newland Gym. Alexi Beach steps into the center circle for the Lady Panthers, while Libby Frost steps in for the Lady Eagles. Beach wins the tip in her hands of Soliday. The Lady Panthers go right to left on your radio dial to start this ball game. Schneider has it out front now to Beach. Beach looks inside, lets the offense set up, gets a screen from Babcock out to Soliday. Soliday drives inside, kicks it back out to Babcock, right baseline. Wells now to the free throw line to Schneider. Schneider drives in, loses the handle on it, fights for it, comes up with it in the left corner, out front to Beach, swings around to Wells, down to the right wing to Soliday. Soliday looks inside for Babcock, can't quite get it to him. Now to Schneider to Beach left wing. Lexi drives down to the baseline, going to have a block call here on the Lady Eagles, her first team foul. And the first on Emma Day.
Day just trying to get Beach to the spot. Got to about the same time, hitting Beach with his body. Otherwise, the right move by Day, trying to get cut off the lane to the basket.
Still scoreless here in Chuck Newland Gym. As the Lady Panthers have it inside for Babcock. She's double teamed, left block, no good. Gets her on rebound, put back good.
Had to go through the double team to get the first shot off. Able to get through there. Got her second shot easily.
Carr has it inside. Ball gets tipped out of the hands of Frost into the hands of Babcock. Soliday leads the break now for the Lady Panthers. 7:10 left to go in the first quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles 2-0. Lady Panther basketball, 7:05 left to go in the first quarter. Soliday sets up the half-court offense for Phillipsburg. They get it inside for Babcock again. This time, hook shot up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Eagles, Emma Day. She hands it off to Schubert. Willie brings it up to the right wing, picks up a dribble there, out front to Day. Swings around to Fawn and Steele left wing. Fawn and Steele looks inside, and backdoor pass for Day. Really having a legal offensive screen. And it's going to be on Carr. That's Carr's first and the second on the Trego Lady Eagles.
Right again, looking backside for the Eagles there. Got that illegal screen, but opened up that backside to get a nice pass on top of the defense.
6:40 left to go in the first quarter. Phillipsburg leads Trego 2-0. They get the ball inside for Schneider, out to Soliday, top of the key. Kylie on the dribble now, swings around to Wells inside for Babcock. Ashley goes to work at the right block, turnaround shot, no good, rebounded by Fawn and Steele. Fawn and Steele brings it back left to right on the radio dial across the timeline for Trego, all the way down to the left wing. Looks ahead for Carr, ball tipped out by Soliday. Will remain Trego basketball. 6:21 left to go in the first quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles 2-0. Frost inbounds to Fawn and Steele, swings around the Carr between the circles. Back to Frost. Frost on the drive. Drives all the way in, loses the handle on it. Picked up. Was momentarily picked up by Wells, but back to the hands of the Lady Eagles goes the basketball. Miscommunication there as Carr looks backside for Fawn and Steele and Day. Both of them kind of looked at the ball and then watched it bounce out of bounds.
As it kind of split both of them. They thought one was going after the other, thought the other one was going after. So just a little miscommunication by the way.
6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles 2-0. Lady Panther basketball. Beach has it now to the left wing to Soliday, inside for Babcock at the left block. Kicks it back out to Kylie. Kylie drives down to the left corner, picks up her dribble now to Schneider. Schneider pump fakes, kicks out to Beach right wing. Beach on the dribble, down to the right corner, picks up her dribble there, now to Wells, inside for Babcock. Kicks it out to Beach right corner. Beach picks up her dribble, now inside for Schneider at the right block, working against Frost, picks up her dribble, kicks it back out to Beach, swings it around Soliday left wing. 5.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Babcock has it inside, now to Schneider, left elbow, shots up, no good, rebounded by Schubert. Lily Schubert brings it back left to right on your radio dial across the timeline with 5:20 left to go in the first quarter. 2-0 is the score. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead it. Adrian Carr left wing threes, no good. Rebounded by Babcock. Alex ahead to Beach. Beach leads the break up the right sideline, right to left across the timeline. Ahead to Soliday, inside for Schneider. Schneider works against Frost. Hook shot up off the glass, no good. As it rolls across the back of the iron, rebounded by Fawn and Steele. Fawn and Steele brings it up the court. And gonna have a quick timeout here by Trego. Coach Schubert wants to talk things over here. 4:58 left to go in the first quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles 2-0. We'll take this time to let you know this broadcast is made possible in part by the fiber optic network of Next Tech, providing state-of-the-art communication services to the region for more than 65 years. Next Tech, bring high tech to the high plains. So, offensively, a slow start for both teams, Robbie. Kind of feeling each other out here early in this game, trying to see what the other one's trying to do.
They really are. The Lady Eagles, their last three-pointer they made or took was the first shot they got on basket here in this game. They've had decent times moving the ball around, just a couple miscommunication passes, and that's kind of hurt them here to start the game off.
Just under 5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles 2-0. Frost has it out front to Fawn and Still, swings it around today, right wing, inside for Frost, right block up, over Babcock, good.
Babcock is right there. Frost able to get like a baby growth, get it to fall over.
Soliday looked ahead for Schneider, too high out of Emily Schneider's reach, out of bounds it goes. Ball goes back in the hands of Trego. 4:38 left to go in the first quarter. We're tied at 2 here between the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers and the Trego Lady Eagles. Trego basketball, Fawn and Still brings up the court between the circles to the left wing to Schubert. She drives out to the left baseline, kicks it back out to Frost. Frost is left wing. Out front today between the circles around to Carr right wing. Carr on the dribble. Picks it up. Now back to Frost between the circles. Swings around to Fawn and Steele left wing. Fawn and Steele back out front now today. 4:15 left to go. Ball goes inside for Carr. Tipped around and picked up by Alexi Beach. Beach brings it back up the court for the Lady Panthers. At 4:08 left to go in the first quarter. We're tied at 2 apiece. Soliday looks inside for Schneider. Can't get to her. Back out front to Beach. Now to Babcock. Out to Soliday left wing. Swings it back out to Beach. Down to the right corner to Wells. Wells looks inside for Babcock. Now back out between the circles to Beach. The right wing to Babcock with 3:53 left to go in the first quarter. Wells has it. Top of the key now to Beach. Right corner three's on its way. Nope, I'm going to say it's a 2. But either way, it's good. 42 is the score now. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles with 3:37 left to go in the first quarter. Trego basketball, they get it inside for Fawn and Steele. Now to Day. Her shot from the left elbow, no good. Rebounded by Soliday. Callie picks up a dribble now to Wells. Wells brings it all the way inside, right wing, long two, good. Kristen Wells with her first points in the ball game and puts the Lady Panthers up 5-4, 6-2 with 3:15 left to go in the first quarter here over the Trego Lady Eagles and Chuck Newland Gym. Frost has it, top of the key, three's on its way. Missed that one to the right, rebounded by Schneider. Schneider gets it out to Wells. Wells brings it up the court this time, ahead to Soliday. Soliday inside for Babcock, tipped out by Schubert, and it will remain. Phillipsburg basketball, 3:02 left to go in the first quarter. 6-2 is our score. Kay Pockbeer, Jenna Hoover, and Kylie Russell coming to the game. Alexi Beach, Emily Schneider, and Ashley Babcock all take a seat for the Lady Eagles. It is Madison Watt in the ball game. She's a freshman. Wells looking inbound, still looking. Now goes out to Russell. Ball gets tipped, and they're still fighting for it. As they are going to say Kylie Soliday touched it last. Now they're going to say that it was last touched by the Lady Eagles. Wasn't sure it was all the way at the other end, and all I heard was white at ball. I didn't know if he said it was off-white or if it was White's ball. So
I wasn't sure either.
And he was kind of pointing out that way that it was still Trego's ball, so I was kind of confused.
Or if he was trying to point at where the ball was going through the doorway into the back alley there, or hallway. Either way, it was kind of hard to see which way he was pointing at.
Either way, Lady Panther basketball now with 2:40 left to go in the first quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead at 6-2. Russell drives in, and she's going to get called for the travel. Nice defensive effort that time by Madison Watt to force that travel.
Watt done a good job, kind of gave her a little bit of lane. She took off, got her on a jump stop, but all of a sudden there's nowhere to move as trying to get the ball away from Watt, just dragging that foot a little bit.
2:37 left to go in the first quarter. A 4-point Phillipsburg Lady Panther lead over the Trego Lady Eagles. 6-2 is our score. Trego basketball. Schubert goes to work inside. Kicks it out. Carr left wing three, too hard. Off the iron. Rebounded by Wells. Kristen quickly up the court, right to left, across the timeline, down to the top of the key, drives in, kicks it out, Soliday right corner. Soliday drives in, puts the shot up, and she's going to be fouled. This will be the third team foul on the Lady Eagles.
Good help defense, though, for the Eagles as kind of came over to the high side on the baseline, and all of a sudden there was two different Eagles there, making that a difficult play for the Lady Panthers.
Kylie Russell takes a seat. Kristen Wells takes a seat as Alexi Beach comes back in. And Lexi Wood enters the game for the first time for the Lady Panthers. Looks like Libby Frost going to take a seat. And Tilly Molinowski comes into the ball game. Lexi Wood will inbound, does so to Beach. Beach looks inside, now puts up the jumper, no good. Rebound saved in by Pockbeer in the hands of Wood. Wood kicks it out front to Soliday, swings around to Beach right corner. Beach looks inside for Hoover, tipped out by Schubert, picked up by Bonensteel. Bonensteel quickly up the court for the Lady Eagles, drives all the way inside, picks up a dribble out front to Schubert. Just under 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles 6-2. Schubert gets the ball inside, bounce pass inside for Molinowski, and it's going hard for hand one.
Good look to catch Molinowski as she was coming down the lane. Quick bounce pass to her around to the Lady Panther defense. Up in the air, she went with it and got fouled as she was getting that shot off.
That foul's on Lexi Wood, her first personal foul. Molinowski going to have a chance here to make this a one-point game, and does so. Molinowski has 3, and it makes it a 1-point Phillipsburg Lady Panther lead. So Adrian Carr going to take a seat, and Libby Frost comes back into the ball game. Minute 50 left to play here in the first quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 1 over the Trego Lady Eagles, 6-5. Full court pressure by Trego. Kylie Soliday has it, passes it ahead to Pockbeer. Pockbeer then gets a tip, comes back up with it. Now she's triple teamed, does get the pass off to Soliday. Out to Beach. Beach, backside pass for Pockbeer, shots up, no good. Rebound fought for, and Schubert comes down with it on the baseline underneath the basket. She'll bring it up the court herself this time. Across the timeline with a minute 25 left to go in the first quarter. Takes it out. Left wing three's on its way, and no good. We do have a foul, and we're going to say that it's on the Trego Lady Eagles as Madison Watts, three-pointer, no good. And Libby Frost going to get called for her first personal foul, again the 4th Lady Eagle team foul. David Skimper comes into the ball game for the first time for the Lady Panthers. Ashley Babcock and Emily Schneider both come back in. And looks like taking a seat is Soliday, Hoover, and Pockbeer. Beach, Wood, Skimper, Babcock, and Schneider on the court for the Lady Panthers. It is Phillipsburg basketball. Minute 13 left to go here in the first quarter. Wood has it, looks inside, now back out front to Beach. Swings around to Skimper, right wing. They look inside for Babcock. Can't quite get it to her. Now back to Wood, left wing. Lexi has it out front to Beach. Now down to the right corner to Skimper, inside for Babcock. One dribble, right block off the glass and good.
Get that into Babcock. As Babcock working almost through a triple team that whole entire time. And to finally get it into her and up for 2 points.
Puts the Lady Panthers up by 3, 8-5 with 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Walt has it out to Carr. Carr right wing, out front now to Bonensteel. Bonensteel 37 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Down to Molinowski, she drives in and she's going to get called for the charge. Molinowski with her first personal foul. Is that Emily Schneider that was down there?
It was Schneider. She came over from the backside help defense, got there in the right time and got her feet planted and just got the charge.
33 seconds left to go in the first quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead 8-5 as Barnes still going to take a seat. Frost comes in. Lady Panther basketball. Beach between the circles. Down to Skimper. Inside for Babcock again at the right block. And she's going to get called for the travel this time. So the ball goes back to Trego with 25.8 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 8-5 is our score. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles. Frost has it. Out of Carr right wing. Carr working against Skimper. Back out front between the circles to Frost. Swinging around to Madison Walt. Walt back out front to Molinowski. She'll put up the 3. No good. Rebounded by Frost. Frost drives inside. Right block. And no good. But that's because she's fouled. So this will be the second team foul on the Lady Panthers. And it's going to be the second on Lexi Wood.
The Lady Eagles, they keep on getting decent looking at shots at the three-point line. They're just not getting to fall. That was the 5th one for them, but they haven't made any yet.
Frost hits the first free throw. She now has 3 points. Kylie Soliday comes back in. Lexi Wood going to take a seat with those 2 fouls. Gracie Bonensteel comes back in, and Madison Walt takes a seat. 4.4 seconds left to go in the first quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 2, as Libby Frost has a chance here to cut into that lead, and cannot with that one, rebounded by Babcock. Soliday ahead to Snyder, and that's how the first quarter ends with the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers up by 2, 8-6. We'll take a timeout here. We'll be back with the second quarter of action from Chuck Newland Gym right after this, as you're listening to Lady Panther basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web.
Choose USA Clean Fuels.
It boosts power and is better for the environment.
Using USA Fuels because it saves the taxpayers money.
I want to support the corn growers, the local economy, and I really save a lot of money.
My journey uses flex fuel, and I love it that it's local and it saves me money.
Thank you for choosing USA Clean Fuels.
Alongside Robbie Gibson at the end of the first quarter, the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles 8-6. Looking at the scoring for the Lady Eagles, 3 points apiece for Tilly Malinowski and Libby Frost. For the Lady Panthers, it's 2 for Alexi Beach, 2 for Kristen Wells, and 4 for Ashley Babcock. Back out on the court for the Lady Panthers, Ava Skipper, Kylie Soliday, Emily Schneider, along with Ashley Babcock and Alexi Beach. For the Lady Eagles, it looks like it's going to be Tilly Malinowski, Libby Frost, Adrian Carr, Lily Schubert, and Gracie Fawnensteel. Lady Eagles basketball to start the second quarter. Fawnensteel brings it up the court. Fawnensteel over to the left wing. Down to Schubert, inside for Malinowski. Left block shot up, no good. Rebounded by Beach. Lexi brings it up the right sideline, right to left, across the timeline, all the way down to the top of the key. Kicks underneath for Skimper. Right baseline shot for Ava's up and good.
Outside, got a quick pass there.
That puts the Lady Panthers up by 4, 10-6, with 7.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Schubert kicks out to Fawnensteel. Back out to Schubert to swing around the car. Right wing three's on its way. This time rolls out. Rebound, fought for. And gonna have a foul call here. Foul's on Kylie Soliday. Her first. Third Lady Panther team foul.
Had a good look at the three-point line, hit everything she needed to, just rolled out on her. Unfortunate event for her as hit the backboard exactly where it needed to.
Schubert gets the inbound, takes it out to Carr. Back to Schubert, right wing. She'll put up the 3 over Babcock. It rolls out, no good. Rebound, fought forward, jump ball called. And it will be Lady Panther basketball. 7:12 left to go in the first half. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 4, 10-6 over the Lady Eagles as Beach gets it inside, up and good. As that time somehow, the leading scorer for the Lady Panthers somehow got behind everybody.
And I think just a little miscommunication as the Lady Eagles looking like they're trying to match up with everybody, and Beach just slipped behind them.
Gives the Lady Panthers their biggest lead in the ball game as Schubert's going to head to the free throw line. Maybe they're going to say this is on the floor. Foul's on Alexi Beach, her first personal foul. 4th Lady Panther team foul. So is Lady Eagle basketball out of bounds. Schubert inbounds to Frost. Frost works against Babcock. In the paint, kicks it out to Carr. Back inside for Frost. Frost drives down left block, no good. Rebound right into the hands of Schneider. Schneider picks it out to Beach. Lexi brings it up the court now to Soliday. Soliday drives inside left block, and she's going to be fouled. This one's going to be on the floor. 16 foul. And the second on Gracie Fawnensteel.
Good quick take there by Soliday. Got the pass up the wing, quick off to the basket, having a good move to get the gun, go around her, and able to get there. Actually went up for the shot, kind of got blocked in there before she could get up there.
Skimper inbounds, tipped by Schubert. Beach comes away with it. Now ball still up for grabs. Fawnensteel comes away with the loose ball. Schubert leads the break ahead to Malinowski. Malinowski drives in, left block, off the glass.
Shot from Malinowski actually kind of hit him, ran into Babcock there. Babcock trying to get the charge, but the rest of the play out, getting 2 points for the Lady Eagles from Malinowski.
Schneider drives inside, right block. Triple team there, and then going to have a foul called here on the Lady Panthers. So they were going for the rebound. 5th team foul on Phillipsburg. And it's going to be on Ashley Babcock. That is her first. With 6:12 left to go in the first half. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 4, 12-8. Billy Malinowski takes his seat. Madison Walt comes back in for the Lady Eagles. Trego basketball. As Gracie Fawnensteel brings it left to right across the timeline. Head to Schubert right wing. Back to Fawn and still swinging around to Carr left wing. Skip pass for Schubert right wing. She looks at the three, takes it, no good. But she's heading to the line to shoot three. Ava Skimper going to get called for the foul. Her first personal foul, 6th. The Lady Panthers team foul. That sends Liz Schubert to the free throw line to shoot 3.
Skipper trying to fight through a double screen there as Schubert was on the back side of that. Got through it right as Schubert was releasing, just got into Schubert a little too much, knocked her down.
So Schubert hits the first one. That's her first point of the ball game. Makes it 12-9 with 5:59 left to go here in the first half. Schubert getting set for the second one. It's on its way, good as well. Emma Day comes back in. Adrian Carr takes a seat. 12-10 is the score now. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers with a 2-point lead. Schubert with a chance to make it a 1-point game and does so. She goes 3 for 3 that time from the line. And it's now 12-11. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers with a 1-point lead. Just under 6 minutes left to play here in the first half. Soliday looks inside for Schneider. Can't get it to her, so they swing it all the way around to Skipper left wing. Skipper looks inside now to Schneider at the free throw line. Out front to Soliday. Riley drives in, kicks out to Skipper left wing. Skipper out front the beach between the circles. Dribbles down to the right wing. Picks up her dribble there. Now to Schneider at the left elbow. Kicks it out to Soliday left wing. Kylie down to the left corner. On the dribble. Skip past the Beach. Beach looks inside. Now back out front to Skipper. Soliday saves it in. Okay, great effort that time by Kylie Soliday. She had to save that one from going out of bounds. So Lady Panthers remain with possession of the basketball at 5:15 left to go in the first half. 12-11 is the score. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles. Kylie Soliday, one dribble in, shot no good. Rebounded by Libby Frost for Trego. Frost brings it up the court. Tipped down by Beach, and it will remain Trego basketball. Kristen Wells, Meredith Jacobs, and Jenna Huber all coming to the game. Ashley Babcock, Emily Schneider, and Ava Skimper all take a seat. So Jacobs in the ballgame for the first time now for the Lady Panthers. Libby Frost inbounds, Gracie Coleman steal. 5 minutes left to go in the first half. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles by 1. It's 12-11 here in Chuck Newland Gym in Phillipsburg. Schubert has it left corner, looks inside, skip pass for Frost right side. Frost drives in, shot is up, no good, rebounded by Jacobs. Jacobs outlets ahead to Beach. Beach quickly up the court ahead to Wells. Wells inside for Hoover. Hoover can't hold on to it as she was picked up quickly by Madison Walt, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Panthers.
Tough pass trying to get that into the lane as the Lady Eagles had 3 or 4 defenders right there, making that pass extremely difficult for Hoover to come down with.
4:35 left to go in the first half. Beach comes away with the steal. Lexi on the fast break. Left block off the glass and good.
Tipping it out and chasing down, getting out in front of the defense for a quick layup.
14-11. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers, they regained a 3-point lead with 4:20 left to go in the first half. Fawn and Skill down to Day in the left corner. Inside for Walt. Walt picks up her dribble, back out front to Fawn and Skill. Now to Frost, top of the key. Swings around to Day, left wing. 4:08 and counting left to go in the first half. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 3. 14-11. Fawn and Skill saves it from going out. Ball goes intended for Schubert, right in the hands of Jacobs. Back to Kylie Soliday. Lady Panthers bring it back right to left on your radio dial. Soliday has it out front, sets up the offense for Phillipsburg with 3:50 left to go in the first half. 14-11 the score. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles. Soliday down to Beach in the right corner, dribbles up to the right wing. Beach out front, back down to the right corner to Soliday. Skip pass for Wells left corner, inside for Jacobs. And it's going to be stolen away by Frost. Frost brings it back up the court herself. Across the timeline with 3:30 left to go in the first half. Frost out front to Walt. Now to Day. Inside. Tipped by Hoover. Fighting for the basketball. And Frost going to touch this. It's going out of bounds. It will be Phillipsburg basketball.
I think as Frost was trying to fight for that with Hoover, one of her feet landed right on the out of bounds line as she was touching the ball. Otherwise, good hustle there by both of them trying to get to that loose ball.
Kelly Molinowski comes back into the ball game. Lily Schubert takes a seat for the Trego Lady Eagles. Phillipsburg basketball, 3:15 left to go in the first half. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles by 3, 14-11. Soliday has it inside for Jacobs, stolen away by Walt. Walt brings it up the court now for the Trego Lady Eagles. Quickly ahead to Molinowski. Molinowski on the dribble. Kicks it back out front to Walt. Now to Fawn and Skill. Down to the left corner to Emma Day. Out front to Madison Walt. She works against Jacobs to Frost. Frost inside. Tipped out by Beach, but right in the hands of Day. Day left block, and she's headed to the free throw line. It'll be the 17th foul on the Lady Panthers. And it's going to be on Meredith Jacobs, her first.
As Day just got going. kind of made a move, got Jacobs onto the side of her, then jumps up for the shot as she's jumping into Jacobs, drawing that foul. So great heads-up play there to get the foul.
First one's no good for Emma Day. Schubert comes back into the game. Libby Frost going to take a seat. 2:50 left to go in the first half. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles by 3. Emma Day misses the second one. Rebound, top four, out of bounds it goes. We're going to say Merritt Jacobs touched the last. So Lady Eagles basketball, 2:48 left to go in the first half. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles by 3, 14-11. Emma Day will inbound the basketball for Trego. Does so to Schubert at the right elbow. Schubert drives in, shot is up, and good. Field goal for Lily Schubert. She does have 5 points. Makes it a 1-point game, 14-13. Phillipsburg leads Trego here in Chuck Newland Gym. 2.5 minutes left to go. Beach puts up the 3, no good. Fighting for the rebound, and Madison Walt comes away with it. Walt puts it up the court, ahead to Fawn and Steele. Now Kelly Slaughter going to get called for the foul, her second. And the 8th Lady Panthers team foul.
Solid just trying to play a long pass there on that one. Just lost track of where Fawn and Steele was and just jumped right into her.
Schneider comes back in. Skimper comes back in. Hoover takes a seat, and Soliday takes a seat. 2:25 left to go in this first half. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 1, 14-13. Fawn and Steele has a chance to tie things up here. She's at the line for 1-1. First end's on its way. It's no good, and rebounded by Beach. Inside for Jacobs, and Jacobs is going to be fouled. 17 foul on the Lady Eagles, and the second on Tilly Malinowski.
Lady Panthers, they keep trying to look inside there with Jacobs, wherever the post might be coming over that side. Lady Eagles just doing a great job, double or triple teaming the post as they're cutting across the lane, making those passes in there. Very difficult, and that's exactly what happened there. Is Jacobs cutting across, was in a double team, pass went into her, just be able to draw a foul.
Malinowski takes a seat. Libby Frost comes back in. Jacobs and 1-1, no good. It's rebounded by the Lady Eagles, and they bring it back up the court. Frost kicks out the Fawn and Steele. Inside for Day. Left block, no good. Rebounded by Walt. Walt, right block up and good. So with that, the Lady Eagles take their first lead of the ball game, 15-14, with 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Skimper has it out front to Beach. Beach back out to Skimper. Skipper swings around to Wells, right wing, inside for Schneider. Schneider looks at the basket, drives in, tipped out, and they're going to say Madison Walt touched the last, so it will be Lady Panther basketball as Ashley Babcock comes back in. Meredith Jacobs going to take a seat. Minute 45 left to go in the first half. The Trego Lady Eagles take their first lead of the ball game on their last possession. 15-14 to score. Trego leads Phillipsburg. Wells, right corner, three's on its way, and it's good! Kristen Wells with a hand in her face, buries a 3, and the Lady Panthers go back up by 2, 17-15. Fawn and Steele kicks it out front to Schubert between the circles. Just under a minute and a half left to go in the first half. Schubert has it to free throw line, out to Frost, right wing. Frost working against Schneider, drives inside, picks up her dribble, looks to pass off, goes out to Schubert. Minute 15 left to go in the first half. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 2, 17-15. Frost on the dribble, works against Schneider. Now to Walt, skip pass to the left wing today, down the left corner to Fawn and Steele. Inside for Walt. Hook shot in the paint is good.
Shot as she had that right there, but able to get that hook shot over top of that.
That ties things up at 17 apiece. Skimper's going to drive in, and they're going to say she traveled when she pump faked. So it will be Trego basketball. 56 seconds left to go in the first half, and we're tied at 17 here between the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers and the Trego Lady Eagles here in Chuck Newland Gym at Phillipsburg High School. Gracie Bonnet still brings it left to right across the timeline. She's between the circles, down to the right wing to Frost. Libby works against Emily Schneider. Frost picks it up top of the key, now to Fawn and Steele, right wing. Fawn and Steele gets the screen from Walt, drives in, kicks it out to Schubert, left wing. 35 seconds and counting left to go. Schubert kicks it out to Frost. Frost drives inside, shot up, and it rolls in.
Nice little screen going right into the middle lane. Wide open look at the basket.
Makes it 19-17. The Lady Eagles of Trego with their biggest lead of the ball game of 2 points. As the Lady Panthers get it in, Babcock kicks it out to Beach. Beach 3 on the way, rolls out, rebound, put back by Schneider, no good. Rebound, put back by Babcock, no good. Tipped into the hands of Schneider. Schneider puts it up, and she's headed to the free throw line. So 8th team foul on the Trego Lady Eagles, and, well, Schneider and Babcock leave starting where they left off Tuesday night, as they were forces underneath Tuesday night against Southern Valley, proven to be the same tonight.
They are. That was 3 quick offensive rebounds for the Lady Panthers, getting some second chance opportunities and getting up at the free throw line.
So Emily picks up her first point of the ball game, comes from the free throw line and makes it a 1-point game, 19-18 with 8.9 seconds left to go in the first half. The Trego Lady Eagles lead it. And now Schneider hits them both. So that ties things back up at 19-all with 7 seconds left to go in the first half. Schubert works all the way inside, shot is up and didn't have a foul call. So fouls on Alexi Beach, her second, 9th Lady Panthers team foul. And Lily Schubert heads to the free throw line and shoot 1-1 here with 2.4 seconds left to go in the first half.
Schubert got the inbounds pass, pushed hard down court with Beach on it the whole entire way, and able to draw that foul as she was putting up the shot for the basket.
Schubert hits the first one to put the Lady Eagles back up by 1, 20-19. Malinowski comes back into the game now for Trego. Schubert's second one good as well. Full court pressure as Beach has it with 2 seconds. 3-quarter court, and it may have partially been blocked by Walton. That's how the first half ends. The Trego Lady Eagles up 41-19. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back to wrap up the first half right after this as you're listening to Lady Panther Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web.
Choose USA Clean Fuels.
It boosts power and is better for the environment.
Using USA fuels because it saves the taxpayers money.
I want to support the corn growers, the local economy, and I really save a lot of money.
My journey uses flex fuel and I love it that it's local and it saves me money.
Thank you for choosing USA Clean Fuels.
At the Tournament of Champions, I beat Will Farm 76. Yeah. The coach was, the head coach was. He likes, I don't know how to explain him. He's a character though.
And welcome back. All right, Robbie, 30 seconds. Let's get your keys to victory.
All right, for the Lady Panthers, they can't be afraid to shoot. They've had that backside pass a couple times, but they've been wide open. They got to put that shot up when they're open like that. So they can't be afraid to shoot. And then fouls. We talked about the Lady Eagles. They're 7-11 from the free throw line. They're doing a good job at that line. Cannot get into a foul situation where it comes down to the end. Who can make more free throws? For the Lady Eagles, they got to move in. They're 0 from 7 from the free throw line. Move in a little bit. Start getting the shots to fall a little bit closer to the basket, and then start moving back out. And then clog the middle on defense still. They're doing a great job having a triple team coming across the lane, making the Panthers and post players have a tough time getting open there. So continue to clog the lane, and that's what I have for both teams.
All right, it is Kristen Wells, Kylie Salday, Emily Schneider, Ashley Babcock, and Alexi Beach for the Lady Panthers. Looks like Emma Day, Lily Schubert, Adrian Carr, Libby Frost, and also Madison Walt out there for the Lady Eagles to start this second half. Lady Eagles basketball as they go right to left on your radio dial here in the second half. Carr has it between the circles. He's on the dribble. 2-3 defense here by the Lady Panthers. Frost has it, one dribble, kicks it back out to Carr. Carr swings it around to Day, left wing. Day looks inside, now back out front to Carr. Walt at the free throw line, takes one dribble out to Frost, right wing. She drives down to the right baseline, and she's going to get called through the charge. First, second, and the first on the Lady Eagles.
As I'm not sure exactly what it was, as
maybe she got that arm out there, maybe.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Got the arm out there.
That's the only thing I could think of.
It was kind of away from us. I couldn't really see what was going on.
Schneider drives in. Baseline shot is up and good, and that tie sends up at 21 apiece with 7:19 left to go. Quick offensive possession that time for the Lady Panthers. As the Lady Eagles look inside, Frost took shot, no good. Fighting for the rebound, Frost hits the floor, kicks it out to Day, into Schubert, tipped and stolen away by Beach. Beach on the fast break, right-handed layup, and nope, she's gonna get called for the travel. She tried to jump stop and slid a little bit that time, so gonna get called for that travel every time.
Right idea though, as she did have the defenders behind her coming up hard. Jump stop, see if they'll go flying past you and have an open look, but as she hit the floor and went to stop, those feet just kept sliding. Otherwise, right idea by Beach.
Just under 7 minutes left to play in the third quarter. We're tied at 21 all here between the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers and the Trego Lady Eagles. Schubert picks up her dribble out of Carr left wing. Carr on the dribble and swings around to Frost right wing. Frost works against Babcock, drives in, picks up her dribble now to Walt right corner. Walt takes one dribble now to Schubert right wing. Schubert works against Alexi Beach, drives in, hook shots up, and no good, but she's headed to the free throw line. This will be the first team foul on the Lady Panthers here in the second half, and fouls on Kristen Wells, her first. 6:34 left to go in the third quarter. We're tied at 21 all, and Lily Schubert heads back to the free throw line. First one's on its way. That one no good. Her first miss from the line in this ballgame. She was 5 of 5 from the line before that point. She got 7 points, 5 of them coming from the free throw line so far. 6:34 left to go in the third quarter. Schubert trying to make it a 1-point Trego lead, and does so with that one. She's now got 8, and it's 22-21. Looks like Philly Molinowski comes in. Emma Day going to take a seat. Full court pressure by Trego as the Lady Panthers will go left to right on your radio dial. Here in the second half, Beach pushes it quickly up the court, picks up the dribble ahead to Schneider. Schneider on the dribble, out front to Wells. Wells dribbles down to the right wing, all the way down to the corner, picks up her dribble there, now to Beach. Beach looks inside. Now on the dribble, picked up by Molinowski, out between the circles, around the Soliday left wing. 6:15 left to go. Babcock has it inside, and she's going to head to the free throw line. This will be the second team foul on the Lady Eagles.
Good look to get that into Babcock as it was a tough pass into her. Babcock quickly trying to go up for the shot, just getting fouled. The Lady Eagles doing a good job creating another tough passing lane. This time just Babcock able to get it.
So Ashley's first one's on its way, rattles out, no good. So with this one, Babcock might be able to tie things up. 22-21, the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers trail. Now it's 22 all. Babcock has 5. Again, we're tied at 22 all here between the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers and the Trego Lady Eagles. As far as pass too high for Molinowski, out of bounds. Lady Panther basketball, 6:09 left to go in the third quarter. It's 22-22 is our score here between the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers and the Trego Lady Eagles. Card takes a seat. Vaughn and still comes back in. Soliday ahead to Wells. Wells trying to break this full court pressure. Ahead to Soliday, now to Beach. Beach one dribble, drives inside, splits the defense off the glass too hard, rebounded by Schubert. Schubert gonna bring it up the court herself. Across the timeline, all the way inside. Floaters up and good.
Got that little step and got it opening. Just lifted it up off the little underhand shot towards the basket.
Wells inside for Schneider. Schneider left baseline, now drives in, gets around the defense, off the glass and good.
Schneider's using the Lady Eagles teammates as a screen forward to get around her to go up and get a nice layup.
That makes it a tie ball game yet again, 24-24, just under 5.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Fawnen's still going to reset the offense here. Out front to Frost. Now he's swinging around the ball, and Nowski left. Wing inside for Fawn, still just out of her reach, out of bounds. And it will be Lady Panther basketball. Looks like Emma Day comes back into the ball game. Gracie Fawn is still going to take a seat. Also coming in is Hannah Kinderconnect, and she is a junior. And Billy Malinowski going to take a seat. So 5:18 left to go in the third quarter, and we're tied here between the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers and the Trego Lady Eagles, 24-24. Soliday working against Frost, gets it ahead to Schneider. Schneider, one bounce to Wells. Wells, one dribble, open three's on its way, no good. And it's rebounded by Beach, put back up and good. Beach coming in for the wing on the backside. Wide open for the quick rebound and go right back up with it. Puts the Lady Panthers back up by 2, 26-24. Kinderconnect has it. Shot is inside, no good. Rebounded by Babcock. Babcock outlets ahead to Wells. Kristen left to right on your radio dial. Quickly across the timeline ahead to Soliday, left baseline. Soliday elevates, no good. Rebound put back by Babcock is no good. Rebounded by Babcock, and this time she's going to be fouled. So another great offensive rebounding performance tonight by Ashley Babcock. Talked about in the first half. She's got a couple more here already in the second half.
Babcock got that first rebound just simply by driving down the lane. Seen that she had a teammate driving it, took off towards the middle lane. As the ball came off the rim, she was right in front of it, able to grab that quick rebound.
Foul is on Hannah Kinderconnect, her first personal foul. Wells inbounds to Babcock, now to Beach. Beach right wing with it, now to Wells. Wells inside for Babcock. Kicks it out to Beach, top of the key, three's on its way. Bingo! Alexi Beach has 11. And the Lady Panthers lead by 5, 29-24, just under 4.5 to go here in the third quarter. Trego basketball. Malinowski drives in, kicks it out. Now out to Walt. Walt, top of the key. Kicks it out to Schubert, right wing. Schubert back inside for Madison Walt at the right block. Turn around, left-handed hook shot, rolls out. Rebound, put back by Malinowski. High off the glass and good.
Good job by Malinowski going in, getting to the side of Babcock. Able to kind of go up on the side jump and able to grab down and go back up with it.
Soliday pump fakes, drives in, kicks it back out to Schneider. Schneider drives in, kicks it back out front to Beach, now to Wells. Just under 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Babcock has it inside, picks up her dribble now to Schneider. Right elbow shot, left it short, tipped out by Babcock, picked up by Soliday. Lady Panthers lead by 3, 29-26, and this time Soliday went to jump stop, looked to pass one way, saw the passing leg got cut off, tried to go back the other way and took a couple steps.
Well, didn't go back a couple plays here to Babcock, or Beach's three, that pass to get it to her. Babcock got the inside pass in the low block, didn't even look up for Beach and just launched it out there. Quick pass out to Beach for an open shot.
3-point lead for the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers, 29-26 as Jenna Hoover and Meredith Jacobs came in. Babcock and Emily Schneider both taking a seat. Coach Schubert wants the timeout to talk things over here. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and mention this broadcast is made possible in part by the fiber optic network of Next Tech, providing state-of-the-art communication services in the region for more than 65 years. Next Tech, bringing high tech to the high plains. A 3-point Phillipsburg Lady Panther lead at 29-26, as they've outscored the Lady Eagles here in this third quarter so far, 10-5. It was 21-19 at halftime. The Trego Lady Eagles led by 2. So far, Lady Panthers. Emily Schneider's got 4 points here in this half, and 5 points for Alexi Beach and 1 from Ashley Babcock.
It's just been a back and forth battle. Look at the stats, and they're pretty close to identical. The thing that kind of just stands out is the offensive rebounds for the Lady Panthers and the 2 3-pointers shot.
Lady Eagles basketball out of the timeout. Frost, Malinowski, Day, Walt, and Schubert for the Lady Eagles. As Walt has it left wing out front to Schubert. She's got a 3, it's on its way, no good. Misses it to the right, out of bounds it goes. The Lady Panther basketball. Beach, Soliday, Wells, Hoover, and Jacobs for the Lady Panthers. As Soliday pushes it up the left sideline, down the left wing, between the circles to Beach. Swings around to Wells' right wing. Bounce pass down to Hoover in the right corner. Inside for Jacobs. Tip back out to Hoover, now to Soliday. Alley looks inside, now back to Wells' right wing. Wells down to Hoover in the corner. Skip pass out front to Soliday, around to Beach left wing. Beach is going to drive in. Picks up her dribble to Soliday. Left wing three's on its way. No good. Rattles out. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it will be Trego basketball. 2:50 left to go here in the third quarter. The Lady Panthers lead it by 3, 29-26.
Good quick shot there by Soliday as she was wide open on it. As Beach drove through the lane, she drew a whole bunch of defenders through her, leaving Soliday wide open outside.
Lady Eagles basketball. They look inside for Schubert. Schubert gets it, and she's headed to the free throw line. Team foul on the Lady Panthers. And see who this one's on. It's on Meredith Jacobs, her second.
As Jacobs trying to come down for help defense from the top of the key, getting her just a little bit late, trying to go for that block, just swipe that arm down and got her across the arm.
Schubert's first one's on its way and good. She's got 11. Lexi Wood comes in. Ava Skimper comes in. Kylie Soliday takes a seat. Kristen Wells takes a seat. 2:37 left to go in the third quarter. Adrian Carr comes in and McVay takes a seat. Hannah Kinderconnect comes in, and Libby Frost going to take a seat. 29-27 left, or 29-27 is our score. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles with 2:37 left to go in the third quarter. Schubert has a chance to make it a one-point ball game. It's on its way and good. Schubert has 12, and it's 29-28. Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 1. Wood has it, left wing, on the dribble out front, down to Skimper. Skimper looks inside, now to Hoover, inside for Jacobs. Ball block shot, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Lexi Wood comes down with it on the left baseline, out front to Beach between the circles. Beach going to reset the offense with 2:15 left to go in the third quarter. Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 1, 29-28 over the Trego Lady Eagles. Skimper has it out front. Down to Beach. Beach drives the right baseline. Dribbles back out, now to Jacobs. And we're going to have a foul call. It's going to be on Adrian Carter, her second. And the fourth Lady Eagles team foul as Schneider and Babcock come back in. Jacobs and Hoover take the seat. Davis Skimper will inbound for Phillipsburg. 2:04 left to go in the third quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 1. Schneider hits the inbound, back out to Skimper. Back inside for Schneider. One dribble, turnaround shot is no good, but that's because she's fouled. She'll head to the free throw line.
She got the ball, turned real quick, going one way, and went up with it hard. As just kind of getting pushed over there a little bit up as she was up in there shooting that one.
Balt picks up her first personal foul. Fifth Lady Eagles team foul. Minute 59 left to go in the third quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 1. And Schneider misses the first one. Lady Frost back in the ball game. And Madison Balt takes a seat. Schneider getting set for her second free throw. On its way, good. So Schneider makes it a 2-point game. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles 30-28. Schubert drives all the way in, up and good. Schubert takes the first and goes that time, and finds the open shot in the paint. Ties things up at 30. Beach skip past the Skimper. Left wing three's on its way. Good! Ava Skimper hits the three.
Skimper on the backside and everything. Just my skip pass. Quickly up with the drop and in at the net.
33-30. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers regain a 3-point lead. A minute and a half left to play here in the third quarter. Trego Lady Eagle basketball. Cross inside, tipped out by Schneider. And Kinderconnect going to be the last one to touch it as she tipped it out of Schneider's hands. Phillipsburg basketball, minute 24 left to go in the third quarter. Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles 33-30. Wood has it now to Beach. Beach sets up the offense and she dribbles over to the left wing. Out front to Skimper between the circles. Ava now to Schneider. They kick it out to Wood, right corner. Wood on the dribble. Picks up her dribble and getting a call for the travel. She was looking for Beach to pass that off. And the passing leg closed quickly and that back pivot foot just struggled a little.
The Lady Eagles are doing a great job closing out on those types of plays where a ball handler picks up the dribble and all of a sudden they had a passing lane and it closes off real quick because Lady Eagles just close out on those people without the ball, making those passing lanes disappear.
Malinowski inside for Kinderconnect, threw her hands out of bounds. 56 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead at 33-30. Kylie Russell comes in. And Kylie Soliday comes in. Lexi Wood going to take a seat. And Alexi Beach going to take a seat. Kenner takes a seat. And Frost comes back in. Or excuse me, Madison Walt comes back in. Lady Panther basketball, 50 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Soliday drives all the way in. Left block up and going to get called through the travel. She tried to jump stop in between two Trego players and didn't work in her favor that time.
She just hit the ground kind of awkwardly. Had to try to take a couple extra steps to gain her balance, and that's where that travel came in. Otherwise, she had a good length going to the basket, but Lady Eagles quickly recovered and gave her a double team right at the ball.
Emma Day and Gracie Fawnin still come back in for Trego. Molinowski and Walt both take the seat. Trego basketball, Adrian Carden get called for the travel. She was looking for Lily Schubert that time. Schubert was looking the other way. So gets called for the travel, and it will be Phillipsburg basketball. 39 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles by 3, 33-30. Kylie Russell has it right wing for Phillipsburg, out front to Babcock. Babcock swings around to Soliday, left wing. Soliday looks in, now back to Russell, right wing three's on its way, no good, rattles out. Gonna have a foul call. This is gonna be on Trego, first 16 foul. It's going to be on Emmett Day, first second. Kylie Russell will inbound the basketball with 25 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 3, 33-30. The Eagles get called for 17 fouls, sending Emily Schneider to the free throw line, shoot 1-1.
Look at that play though, probably got lucky maybe getting that foul as Wells passed that ball into Schneider, came back in, wrapped around, was wide open in the lane, and Schneider seen him, trying to get that pass off to her.
Fauna still picks up her 4th personal foul, 7th Lady Eagles team foul. Emily Schneider at the free throw line to shoot 1-1. First end's on its way and good. Emily's got 8. And the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers now lead by 4, 34-30. 24 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Schneider's second one, no good. Rebounded by Schubert. Schubert quickly up the court for the Lady Eagles. Drives all the way inside, right block, and going to get called for the charge as Kylie Soliday draws the charge. That is the 7th charge drawn by Kylie Soliday. I had to look because I knew she had quite a few. That's the 7th of the season.
Soliday, she just slid over there, and I believe her Schubert was right behind, didn't see her. And it was a good play by Soliday. She just slid over there, but Schubert didn't see her and just got ran over.
Wells and Beach back in. Skipper and Russell both take a seat. Kylie Soliday dribbles over the right wing, hands it off to Beach there. Gets the screen out front for Babcock. Gonna drive inside, picks up her dribble, puts it up, off the glass, no good. Actually, I missed everything that time as it goes out of bounds with 1 second left. Trego basketball with the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers leading 34-30. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 4, 34-30. We'll take the time out here. We'll be back with 4th quarter of action right after this as you're listening to the Lady Panther basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web.
Choose USA Clean Fuels.
It boosts power and is better for the environment.
Using USA fuels because it saves the taxpayers money.
I want to support the corn growers, the local economy, and I really save a lot of money.
My journey uses flex fuel, and I love it that it's local and it saves me money.
Thank you for choosing USA Clean Fuels.
(34-30). The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles to start this 4th quarter here in Chuck Newland Gym. As the Lady Panthers outscored the Lady Eagles in that third quarter 15-9. Three-point shooting picked up there for the Lady Panthers as they hit 2 of them there in that third quarter, one by Alexi Beach and one by Ava Stimper. Beach, Soliday, Schneider, Wells, and Babcock back out there for the Lady Panthers. It is Walt, along with Day, Schubert, Frost, and Molinowski for the Lady Eagles. Babcock kicks out to Soliday. Soliday pump fake, drives in, left baseline shots off the back door, no good, rebounded by Walt. Madison Walt brings it up the court, right to left on your radio dial across the timeline with 7:45 left to go in this ball game. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 4, 34-30. Schubert has it. Out front to Frost. Frost looks at the three, doesn't take it. Drives in, off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound by Schubert. Jump ball called, and it will be Trego basketball. Schubert and Beach get tied up that time. 7:34 left to go in the ball game. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles by 4, 34-30. Frost will inbound the basketball underneath their own basket here for Trego. Passes it into Schubert. Schubert tracks down to the right wing. Now to Malinowski, left elbow. Drives in, left block off the glass and goal.
Quick back there by Malinowski. She had a defender right there, but able to take her down the lane and get a layup.
Makes it a 2-point game, 34-32. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 2. Can't track that one down before it goes out of bounds, and it will be Trego basketball. 7:19 left to go in the ball game. And again, a 2-point Phillipsburg lead, 34-32 over the Trego Lady Eagles. 7:15 left to go here in this ball game. Trego basketball. Frost has it. Kicks it over to Malinowski. Malinowski to the free throw line. Out to Walt. Walt looks in. Now to Frost right wing. Frost drives in. Picks up her dribble. Back out front to Schubert. 2-3 zone by the Lady Panthers. Schubert fires up the three. No good. Gets her on a rebound. Put back off the glass and good. And that is why you follow your shot.
I was just going to say, nice job of following your shot in there. As it went off the rim, she followed it in, got it right underneath the basket, went right back up for 2.
Schneider drives in, puts it up, and it's good. That gives the Lady Panthers back a 2-point lead. Emily Schneider has 10, and the Lady Panthers lead 36-34. 6:35 left to go in this ball game. Schubert has it out front for Trego. Spin move to the free throw line, out to Day, left wing. Now out front to Frost, between the circles to Malinowski right wing. Malinowski looks in, back out front to Schubert. Schubert drives inside, loses the handle on it right in the hands of Beach. Lexi brings it up the right sideline, working against Emma Day to the free throw line, loses the handle on it, picks it up, and out of bounds it goes, and she was looking for Kylie Soliday that time.
Soliday kept running, and Beach was trying to get that pass out of her hands before she got to travel. Otherwise, right idea by Beach, as Soliday was open out there, just put it too far behind.
Gracie Fawnin still comes back into the ball game. Lily Schubert going to take a seat. 6:16 left to go in the ball game. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles 36-34. 2-3 zone once again by the Lady Panthers. Walt has it inside for Malinowski, and she's going to get called for the travel. She was trying to split the defense. So will be Phillipsburg basketball with 6:08 left to go in this game. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 2, 36-34 over the Trego Lady Eagles. Lady Panther basketball, they go left to right on your radio dial. To Wells, now to Soliday. Swings around to Beach, right wing. Beach one dribble, picks it up, now to Schneider, top of the key. Schneider looks inside for Babcock. Pump fakes, drives in, splits the defense off the glass and good again. Emily Schneider with 12.
Schneider got the pass, was just basic, letting things kind of work around in front of her. Seen it all of a sudden, the gap opened up, took off to the middle of the lane.
Schneider's taken over this second half. She's got 10 points here in the second half as Libby Frost is out. 13th foul on the Lady Panthers. That one's on Ashley Babcock, her second.
Babcock just kind of turned around on that one and just ran into her. And nothing Babcock could really do about it. She turned around to find out where the ball went and just ran into the rim.
Schneider and Beach take a seat. Russell and Hoover both come back in. Schubert back in for the Lady Eagles. Frost will inbound the basketball after the foul on Babcock. Inbounds to Schubert. Schubert drives in, free throw line jumper, no good. Left it short, rebound, fought for. Walt tracks it down. Now to Schubert left wing. Schubert drives back in, hook shot over Babcock, left it short. Fighting for the rebound, Babcock tips it. Still fighting for it, out of bounds it goes, and gonna be Trego basketball with 5:29 left to go in the ball game. Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 4, 38-34. Ava Skimper comes back into the game. Kristen Wells gonna take a seat. Libby Frost getting set to inbound the ball once again for Trego. Underneath her own basket. Looking, gets it into Schubert right wing. Thought about the three, doesn't take it. Free throw line with it now. Now to Malinowski, back out front to Schubert. Top the key, three's on its way. No good, it rattles out, rebounded by Frost. And Frost gonna head to the free throw line. This will be the 14th foul on the Lady Panthers. And it's gonna be the third on Kylie Soliday.
Good work there for the Lady Eagles here in this fourth quarter. Sitting at 3 offensive rebounds in the fourth quarter compared to the last 3 quarters of only 4. So really crashing the offensive board here in this fourth quarter.
Frost's first one's on its way, rattles out. 5:19 left to play here in Chuck Newland Gym. Girls varsity action. Sees the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers right now with a 4-point lead. Make that a 3-point lead, 38-35 over the Trego Lady Eagles. Cross hit the second free throw. Russell swings around to Skimper, right wing, out front between the circles to Russell, now to Soliday, left wing. Soliday looks inside, back out front to Russell, now to Skimper, right wing. Skimper back out front to Russell, they swing around to Soliday, left wing. Soliday looks inside, now on the dribble is Kylie with 5 minutes left to go in the ball game. Picks up her dribble and she's fouled. 9th team foul on the Lady Eagles. That's their first team foul here in this fourth quarter, and it's second on Madison Walt. As Lexi Beach comes back in, and Kylie Russell going to take a seat. Kylie Soliday heads to the free throw line. Shoot 1-1, looking for her first point in the ball game. Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles by 3, 38-35. Soliday's first one rattles in. Her first point of the ball game, and it makes it 39-35. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 4 over the Trego Lady Eagles here in Chuck Newland Gym. Gracie Fawnenstill comes back in. And Emma Day going to have to take a seat. Fawnenstill going to have to be a little careful here, though, Robbie. 5 minutes left to go. She has 4 fouls.
As she's been kind of going in and out here. I think offense kind of for defense already here with her as trying to get to the firepower if they can.
Soliday hits both free throws, puts the Lady Panthers back up by 5, 40-35 with just under 5 minutes left to play in the ball game. Malinowski has it underneath for Schubert. Schubert one dribble, left block up, and she's headed to the free throw line. 15 foul, and the first on Jenna Hoover.
Good look to get that into Schubert. Then right idea by Schubert. She looked up, seen she was underneath the rim completely. Took that one dribble to back out from underneath it and put the shot up. Then just unforced and bounced for it to hit the rim and then bounce out.
Schubert's first on its way and good. Willie's now got 17 as Babcock takes a seat and Meredith Jacob comes in with 4:48 left to go in this ball game. Coach Miller trying to get the starters a little bit of rest before she gets them back in for the final leg of this ball game. Schubert hits them both, and she's got 18. Emily Schneider comes back in. A little miscommunication there as one ref decided it was time to play while we were getting substitutions in here. So now it looks like we're ready to go. For the Lady Panthers, it is Jacobs, Schneider, Soliday, Beach, and Skimper. For the Lady Eagles, it's Schubert, Frost, Fawnenstill, Malinowski, and Day. Inbound to Soliday. Kylie trying to break the full court pressure by Trego. Ahead to Schneider. Schneider across the timeline. Ahead to Beach, left wing. Skip pass to Soliday, right side, down to the baseline to Schneider. Schneider inside for Jacob. Tries block up, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Schubert falls down, kicks out, ball out. Now a jump ball's called. As both fans not very happy that time. They thought there should have been fouls on both sides.
In a little scrum like that, the problem is fouls going on, but the refs just let it kind of play out, see what happens. As long as it's not getting too physical and no players are really any harm's way.
Skimper left corner, long two, rolls out, no good. Rebounded by Emma Day. 4:23 left to go in the fourth quarter. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles by 3, 40-37. Schubert has it now to Day. Back to Schubert between the circles. She's on the dribble down to the left elbow, back out to Fawnenstill. Fawnenstill back to Schubert, left wing inside for Frost. Frost left block, and she's going to get called for the travel. Emily Schneider in defensive pressure that time, forcing that travel. As Frost looking to go one way, looking to pass the other way, and feet went both ways that time. Gets called for the travel. Inbounds pass for Skimper, stolen away. Looks inside, Beach tips it. Now fighting for the basketball. Jump ball called, it will be Trego basketball. As Fawnenstill and Soliday getting tied up that time. 4:01 left to play. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 3, 40-37 as Libby Frost will inbound the basketball for Trego.
Yeah, that's a jump ball. It wasn't no timeout.
Looks like now we're ready to get back to action here with 4:01 left to play. And the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 3, 40-37. Fawnenstill is the intended receiver of that inbounds pass, tipped out by Emily Schneider, and it will be Lady Eagles basketball once again.
Good heads-up play there by Schneider. Come down to the last second, giving her hands on down to tip it out of bounds. Otherwise, Fawnenstill rolled around, and she had a perfect lane towards the basket. Schneider, like I said, just getting her last second.
Frost will inbound the basketball with 3:59 left to go in this game. Inbound to Malinowski, tipped out by Jacobs, tracked down by Madison Walt in front of the Trego bench. She dribbles out of trouble, gives it off to Schubert in the center circle. Lily Schubert on the drive, kicks it back out to Madison Walt left wing. Walt drives in, kicks it out to Frost right corner. Three's on its way, no good. It rattles out, rebounded by Madison Walt. Walt kicks it back out to Frost. Frost shot up in the paint, no good. Rebounded by Kylie Soliday. Soliday leads the break for the Lady Panthers. Picks up her dribble just across half court. Skip pass for Schneider. Schneider drives in, gets behind the defense, counted. She's going wide for an and one.
Good broke across to the backside to Schneider. She was wide open. Soliday seen her, got a pass over to her. Schneider put the ball in the court, got underneath the basket for a quick layup. So great look there by Soliday to catch Schneider.
Fouls on Lily Schubert, her third personal foul, 10th Lady Eagle team foul. So from here on out, the Lady Panthers going to be shooting 2 free throws. Schneider's and one attempt and no good. Left it short, rebounded by Schubert. Lily brings it up the court. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers leading by 5, 42-37 over the Trego Lady Eagles. 3:20 left to go here in this ball game. Schubert swings around to Day, left side. Day dribbles back out between the circles. Sets up the offense to Schubert. Left wing three's on its way. No good. Rebounded by Schneider. Ball gets tipped out of their hands. Picked up by Jacobs. Meredith looks to outlet. Does so to Skimper. Skimper looks up the court ahead to Beach. Picked by Malinowski. Right back ahead to Skimper. Skimper right wing with it out front to Beach. Alexi going to reset things as she dribbles out to the center circle. Just under 3 minutes left to go. Skimper can't hold on to it and goes out of bounds. It was first tipped by Walt and then tipped by Skimper, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ava.
Good heads-up play there by Walt, tipped down out of there. Skimper should just let it go. It would have been out of bounds and had to reset things as the Eagles were trying to switch out defenses there to get what they needed to. But just good heads-up play there by Walt to get a handshake time.
Madison Walt takes a seat. Gracie Fawn and still back in. She brings it right to left across the timeline with 2:45 left to go in this ball game. Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 5, 42-37. Frost gets the inbound or gets the entry pass. She's going to be fouled. As the Lady Panthers kind of slid underneath her that time before she could hit the ground. As Beach picks up her third personal foul, 6th Lady Panthers team foul. Kristen Wells comes back in. Ashley Babcock comes back in. Jacobs and Skimper both take a seat. Frost will inbound, does so to Schubert. Schubert at the right elbow, pump fakes, drives in, and can he be fouled? 17 foul on the Lady Panthers, and the 4th on Alexi Beach. So Lily Schubert heads to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. 2:38 left to go in the ball game. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 5, 42-37 over the Trego Lady Eagles. Schubert at the free throw line, trying to cut in the Lady Panther lead, and does so with the first one. She's got 19, and it makes it a 4-point game, 42-38. And Coach Schubert wants a timeout. So with 2:38 left to go in this ball game, the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead it 42-38. We'll take a timeout with them. You're listening to Lady Panther Basketball on KQMA on the World Wide Web.
Wasn't it only a 30?
Hey, Mark. 30.
And welcome back here to Chuck Newland Gym. Correction, that timeout was actually called by Coach Miller of Phillipsburg. As I saw Coach Schubert talking to the ref, he wanted the timeout after this free throw. Coach Miller wanted the timeout before the free throw. So going to give a credit to Coach Miller and her 30-second timeout. And as Lily Schubert trying to cut into this Lady Panther lead, it's a 4-point lead, 42-38. Schubert's second one good at foul. That's 20 points for Lily Schubert. Madison Walt comes back in. Gracie Fawnin's still going to take his seat. 2:38 left to play. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead at 42-39 over the Trego Lady Eagles. Full court pressure by Trego. Kristen Wells will inbound. Wells looking, still looking. And Coach Miller's going to call a timeout. As that time, it was a bang-bang play. Coach Miller waited literally as long as she could before she could get that timeout called before the 5-second call.
As here, she was getting worried, she was getting close. And so Miller, like I said, waited until that last second, but we almost have to wait till the last second in that one to see if something does pop open. And Miller, right at the last second, called it. So good ones that play by Miller.
Well, while we have a moment here before we get back to action, we do want to let you know this broadcast is made possible in part by the Fiber Optic Network of Next Tech, providing state-of-the-art communication services to reach more than 65 years. Next Tech, bring high tech to the high plains. Madison Walt, Chloe Malinowski, Lily Schubert, Libby Frost, and it is Emma Day for the Lady Eagles of Trego. For the Lady Panthers, Emily Schneider, Alexi Beach, Kylie Soliday, Ashley Babcock, and Kristen Wells. Full court pressure by the Lady Eagles. Wells inbounds to Beach. Beach brings it up on the dribble back to Wells. Wells quickly up the court, trying to get it across half court, does so to Soliday. Kylie splits the defense down the right wing, picks up her dribble there, out front to Wells. Wells inside for Schneider. Schneider sees an opening, drives in, and she's going to be fouled. So Emily headed back to the free throw line.
Schneider does a great job of that. She gets the ball and instantly turns towards the basket. Makes the defense have to react to her because now she's in attack mode going towards the basket, and that's exactly what happens there. She turns towards the basket, seen a lane, took off through that lane, down the middle lane, and getting fouled.
And this is the first one. She has 14 points on the night. Gracie Clonisdale comes back in. Madison Holt going to take a seat. 2:23 left to play in the ball game. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead at 42-39 over the Trego Lady Eagles. Schneider's second one, good. She's got 15, and the Lady Panthers lead 43-39 with 2:20 left to go in this game. Schubert brings it up the court, right to left on your radio dial. Out front to Frost, is swinging around to Day, right wing. Day looks inside. This 2-3 zone by the Lady Panthers, doing a good job all night. And Schubert drives inside. Free throw line jumper is good. Lily Schubert gets the 2 points. She now has 22 of the 41. And the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 2, 43-41. We'll take a timeout with them. You're listening to Lady Panther basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. 43-41, the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles by 2 late in this ball game here at Chuck Newland Gym. Jesse Ray alongside Robbie Gibson. We wait both teams to come back out here after the timeout. Looks like for the Trego Lady Eagles, it's going to be Madison Walt, Libby Frost, Emma Day, Lily Schubert, and Tilly Molinowski. For the Lady Panthers, the Phillipsburg, it's Kristen Wells, Alexi Beach, Kylie Soliday, Emily Schneider, and Ashley Babcock. Wells will inbound the basketball once again for the Lady Panthers. Full court pressure by Trego. The Lady Panthers go left to right on your radio dial here in the fourth quarter. She inbounds to Beach. Alexi pushes it up the court, splits the defense, picks up her dribble just across that court, jump ball called, and it will be Lady Panther basketball.
Tough job there, Beach, trying to split the defense, getting through there, getting to half court, and getting a jump ball. Most coaches, I'm sure Miller was liking the point of the pass, but Beach done a good job getting through there.
Wells gets the inbound pass back to Beach, right wing. Under 2 minutes left to play here in the ball game. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 2, 43-41. Kylie Soliday on the dribble, working against Emma Day in the center circle. Minute 45 left to go. Picks up her dribble, looks the pass off, and Coach Miller's going to call a timeout here. Coach Miller only has full timeouts left as well, so with that, minute 41 left to play. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 2, 43-41. We'll take a timeout with them as you're listening to Lady Panther basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. 43-41, the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead the Trego Lady Eagles here at Phillipsburg High School. Chuck Newland Gym, Jesse Ray alongside Robbie Gibson as we have just moments remaining here in this ball game. It looks like for the Lady Panthers back out on the court after the timeout. Going to be Kristen Wells, Ashley Babcock, Kylie Soliday, Emily Schneider, and Alexi Beach. For the Lady Eagles of Trego, it's Madison Walt, Libby Frost, Tilly Molinowski, Lily Schubert. As Wells will inbound. Looking, gets it into Babcock, back to Wells. Wells out front to Soliday. Minute 35 and counting left to go in this game. The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead at 43-41. Out front to Schneider. Schneider back to Soliday inside to Babcock. One dribble shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Schubert. Schubert brings it back up the court, right to left. He's ahead and now to Walt. Walt backside pass for Day, tipped out by Schneider into the hands of Frost. A minute 18 left to go in the ballgame. Phillipsburg Lady Panthers lead by 2, 43-41. Trego basketball is Frost, pass it out front. The Panther faithful coming alive here in the final minute of this ballgame. The Lady Panthers up by 2, 42-41 over the third-ranked team in Class 2A, the Trego Lady Eagles. Malinowski has it to the left elbow, out to Schubert. She looks at the three, doesn't take it out of Frost, top of the key. Moves around to Day, right wing. 54 seconds of counting left to go. Frost, free throw line jumper's on its way off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Beach. Beach falls to the ground, gets the pass off, fighting for it. Now Soliday has it, and gonna have a jump ball called, and it will be Trego basketball. I'm sure what was gonna get called there is Trego's coach was calling a timeout. There could have been a jump ball. There could have been 5 or 6 fouls. It could have been anything.
There was a lot of stuff going on very quickly there, and I wasn't sure what was going to be called either.
Frost will inbound. So to Schubert. Schubert working against Schneider. Fadeaway shot is good. That ties things up at 43 all with 37 seconds left to go in the ballgame. Phillipsburg Lady Panthers and the Trego Lady Eagles tied here in Chuck Newland Gym. Schneider drives inside, left block up, no good. Put back by Babcock is no good. It rolls out, and Malinowski comes away with the rebound. She picks up her dribble, lets the pass off, does so to Schubert. 20 seconds left to go in this ballgame, and we're tied at 43. And Coach Schubert wants a timeout to talk things over. We'll take the timeout with them with 17 and a half seconds left to go. We're tied at 43 between the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers and the Trego Lady Eagles. You're listening to Lady Panther Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. (43-43). The Phillipsburg Lady Panthers and the Trego Lady Eagles tied here. The final seconds of this ball game here on a Thursday night at Chuck Newland Gym in Phillipsburg. This game has not disappointed. We advertised it as going to be a great ball game between these two teams, and so far so good. They've made us look pretty smart, Robbie.
Well, that's a good thing for once at least. I look smart in something. But yeah, this game has been everything the fans want to come and see in a ball game. It's been close throughout the whole entire thing. Neither team has really got an edge on the other one, and it's coming down to the last few plays.
Soliday, Babcock, Beach, Schneider, and Wells for the Lady Panthers. It's Schubert, Day, Bonenskill, Malinowski, and Frost for the Lady Eagles. Schubert makes her drive. She picks it up with the right elbow, out to Bonenskill. 10 seconds left. Schubert right wing with it on the dribble. She's at the free throw line, drives in, shot is up, high off the glass, and it's good! Schubert hits it off the glass. And that puts the Trego Lady Eagles up by 2, 45-43. 2.8 seconds left to go in this ballgame. A timeout is called. Robbie, we'll keep this one here. We don't want to miss anything, as Lily Schubert has 26 and none bigger than those two right there to put the Lady Eagles up 45-43 with 2.8 seconds left.
As that was a big shot there for the Lady Eagles. Able to hit down high off the blackboard, able to drop it in. So good job there by Schubert. We kind of talked about it in that last break, but the Lady Panthers going to have to cover Schubert. And it was apparent right off the bat. They're trying to get the ball to Schubert. They wanted her to have the ball for that last shot. She drove the lane and got that high open shot.
She was All-State honorable mention as a freshman last year. Well, she's living up to the hype already as a sophomore. 26 points so far in this ball game. There's still 2.8 seconds left. Plenty of time. Coach Miller's drawing something up over there on the sideline. She's got the shooters from outside. She's got the size inside. It's just a matter of do they have enough time to get the ball where they need it.
I'll say they're going to have to launch one at least a half court to get it close to the three-point line. 2.8 seconds. It's not a long time, but it's enough time you can get something going. But it's going to be difficult.
They say 0.3 of a second is all you need to get a shot off. Well, they got plenty of time, 2.8 seconds, but here comes the full court pressure by Trego. Emily Schneider will inbound. Alexi Beach, Kylie Soliday, Kristen Wells, and Meredith Jacobs in the ballgame for the Lady Panthers. For the Lady Eagles, it's Gracie Fawnensteel, along with Lily Schubert, Libby Frost. Also out there is Emma Day and Tilly Molinowski. Looks like they did add a second back on there as Coach Miller must have got that time called a little sooner. That's talking things over, making sure they're all on the same page. So instead of 2.8 seconds, it's now 3.5 seconds. So that helps the Lady Panthers even more because they got a little bit more time here to try to get into that area where they feel comfortable getting that last shot off. Schneider will have the full baseline to run here to try to get this inbounds pass. She'll be covered up by Tilly Molinowski. Schneider looking. Schneider looking, still looking. Gets it into Jacobs. Jacobs ahead to 2 beats. Thrown away by Schubert, and the Lady Eagles come back and win this one 45-43 over the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers here at Chuck Newland Gym on this Thursday evening. This game was everything we could have hoped for, and the Lady Eagles hold on to win 45-43. They had to come back in the fourth quarter to do it, but they do and win 45-43 over the Phillipsburg Lady Panthers. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, wrap up this game.